Okay, so let's take notes, please.
How it works in our. What is the problem? The problem in our world is that we use too much energy. To produce that energy, we need a nuclear power station and a lot of factories. For that, we use a lot of oil and coal, which harms our environment a lot. It leads to air impacts like climate change, acid rain, and air toxics. It also leads to water impacts like pollution of water bodies and consumption of water resources. Even better would it be if we can find other ways how we can get electricity and also protect our world. One of these ways is solar energy. If the humans continue using fuel instead, it will be a huge problem for our future. Right now, solar energy only accounts for a tiny portion of the world's total electricity generation. In order to have a hope of replacing fuel, scientists need to develop materials that can be easily mass-produced and convert enough sunlight to electricity to be worth the investment.
Okay, the first idea of solar energy was made of simple structures, and the first idea was brought by ancient Greeks and ancient Romans. They used this technology in their houses, and they built their windows in the south part of the house, so it would collect more sunlight, and it would make the room warmer. So they use this energy, and in the winter they make their rooms warm. And ancient Romans also use this technology, also the same as the ancient Greeks in the south part of the house, and they call this room helicominus. That means sun. Francis, and wait, ancient Romans that used this kind of windows. They covered the window by a material that could let the sun in, but you can also see through the window, which is called a mica. The first solar box was made by Hohenzollern Saucer, a Swiss scientist, in 1767. He made this first solar power box with a cardboard box, and with some black line boxes, and as you can see, which produces the heat up to 228 degrees Celsius, or 442 Fahrenheit. And that means if you put a glass of water inside this box, it will make it boil and make it so hot, and the temperature of the water will increase. And there is also a lid over this box that stops the heat from escaping from the box. And yeah.
How does solar energy work? Every hour, the sun beams more than enough energy onto the Earth to satisfy global energy needs for an entire year. Solar energy is a technology used to harness the sun's energy and make it usable. The sun's light contains energy. Usually, when light hits an object, the energy turns into heat, like the warmth you feel while sitting in the sun. But when light hits stated materials, the energy turns into electrical current instead, which we can use for power. We can change sunlight directly into electricity using solar cells. Every day, light hits the roof solar panels with photons. The solar panel converts the photons into electrons of direct current electricity. The electrons flow out of the solar panel and into an inverter and other electrical safety devices. This energy that you get can you use for television, computer, toasters, and to charge your phone. And here you can see a picture of how it works in an easy way.
So, what's new about this energy, solar energy? Recently, in Cambridge University, 60 students made a solar car, which is which uses the same power as a hair dryer, 1 kilowatt, and its weight is 120 kilograms, and the top speed is 89 mph. And the next one is
Okay. Who uses solar energy? The use of solar energy is spread all over the world. The country which is using solar power the most is Germany. It is clearly the world leader. They installed solar energy 8 times more than the US installed at this time. Spain is also using solar energy a lot. Japan's goal to reach 28 GeV by 2020 and 53 GeV by 2030. If they really reach their goal, they can be really proud of themselves. Since the accident with an old nuclear station in Fukushima, Japan in 2011, many countries are closing their nuclear station because they're afraid that the same can happen to them. So did, for example, Germany. They closed about 3 old nuclear stations because they were old and, they could be dangerous too. Switzerland is on the way to close all their nuclear stations. So they have to find a way to get enough electricity to help to give all electricity to all the people in Switzerland without the nuclear stations. That's a really big step. If all the countries of the whole world would do that, it would be amazing.
okay. As I was saying, another use of solar energy is in the roofs of houses. They will use these solar cells they will put it on, as you can see, on the roof of a house, and they will use the energy captured this. And this idea was first introduced by Sobhendu Buha. Yes. Next one. Another use of solar energy is this box that is Kyoto solar box. That John Bohmer made this box. It's made of carbons, and it's a simple oven. They call it also a simple oven, and it will cook and sterilize water. And it was made in 2009.
Yeah, those are the sources.
Okay, question, please.
Yes, of course.
The procedure first solar box.
Yes.
For what it will be?
The first one,
Solar box is
for boiling water, and it was is just a scientific solar. They don't use it.
Okay.
But this one that I showed this for 2009, it was used. It's used in Africa mostly. The people that don't have the power to cook or.
Are you sure that it's the temperature in the first solar box was like different?
Yes. It will increase to 200 Celsius. Yeah, it's too much.
From the sun.
Yes. That's why the box is made of black lime. So the black it will get the sun, and it will increase the temperature inside. Any other questions?